the night before the MoonSwatch drop. I'm gonna try to show up at 6:30, and this is for future me. If I show up at 6:30, I'm there for 2.5 hours, and I don't get a MoonSwatch, bad things are gonna happen. Let's just say that.
And bad things did happen. Let's just say that.
So this day was insane. It's exactly what Swatch wanted. The line was long, but not as long as the original MoonSwatch drop. Trust me, I was there. The employees were great. They were working hard.
I'm working on it.
See, I told you. I obviously wore my MoonSwatch, although I really don't think they're worth it. I'll tell you that right now. And I'll get back to why I actually own this plastic watch in the first place later. But I sat there for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. Obviously that is light work, but again, we're doing it for the content. About an hour and a half in.
So I was told I was the last person in line. It's like 22 people.
Let's be real, I was pumped. Wouldn't you be? The last person to get one. I think that's pretty sick. But I was like, wait.
I also don't even believe I'm getting one either yet. I'm not fully convinced yet. If I don't though, I'm gonna be like, you told me I was getting one. You're having one for me tomorrow. Or I'm giving you my number and you're texting me when you have one.
Then someone left the line. The guy behind me was pumped.
I'll never hear that. Wow. Thank you for the news.
Then someone tried to cut the line.
What is that guy doing?
People were literally skipping work to get this watch.
Wait, you have somebody you work with here?
15 people back.
Oh my god.
Couldn't be me. I just do this for work. But before too long, I finally got over that hump. They had display models to look at, which is really funny because they've been there for 2 years and they're quartz watches, so they're still pretty accurate, but you can still see the time differences between each watch. It's pretty wild. But then they told me this.
I just got told there are 3 left, even though I was told I'd be getting one. I was the last person, so this should be fun.
I was pissed. They tell me I was the last person, then they tell me I'm the last person to not get one. I mean, like, I just think that's ridiculous. See, at that point I was pissed, but for the name of content, I had to go find another store. So I thought about the Times Square store. That's like the flagship. So if you're in New York City, you want a MoonSwatch, I would go there. They have the most inventory, I think. So then somebody told me that there was a Swatch store in Soho, and I've always known that, but they actually opened a brand new one 4 days before the MoonSwatch drop. And you even go on Apple Maps and you cannot find that store, and I'm 15 minutes away from it. I then called somebody I actually knew at Swatch to ask them, like, hey, like, if I go to the store, am I gonna get screwed over? And then he told me.
The store I'm going to right now, I was told, I reiterate, I was told has about 25 to 30 watches, and I was also told they have about 5 or 6 people in line. What does that mean for me? That means I have a good shot at getting one. I'm doing this for content. I don't really care about the watch that much, but I just think the whole hunt is very fun.
So I got there and there was literally basically no line. I got there after it opened. Bought it, they want to take a picture, so I took a picture, and therefore,
Yes, I secured the bag.
the only reason I did this was for content. I'm not flipping the watch. I don't think it's a good watch. I don't suggest it to anybody getting into it. But I think this clip from right after I bought it does it very much justice about what I think about the MoonSwatch.
So I end this with the moral of the story, but I don't really know if I want to call it a moral of the story, but I did end up getting the watch. And I hate that it's not online. It's bioceramic, it's quartz, it's $300. It's not worth that money. But what I do like about the watch is I do like the hype. I do like the fact that this is bringing it into popular culture. I do like the fact that this is bringing people into watches. There's a lot of people in that line that said my first watch was a MoonSwatch, and they were in a line wearing a Seamaster, they were wearing a Rolex, and they got in the watch because of it. And I think that's so important and something that's really lost when you hear the pretentious collectors say that these aren't worth the money. I'll tell you they're not worth the money, but what they're forgetting is how important it is for the industry and how important it is for every brand, not just Omega, not just Swatch, not just Swatch Group. It's actually really cool for every brand. There's some things I think could be improved. I think there should be some element of online. Maybe when they do these in-person drops, there should be an online drop as well. They don't want flippers. Most people that are online end up being flippers anyway. I was the only person I watched wear the watch out of the store. The only person. So I would imagine a lot of people were flipping it. So you might as well just put it online if you're trying to combat flippers. But it's awesome. I love the watch. It looks really good. I haven't gotten under lume yet, so I haven't gotten that secret message, but the black hands look sick. I love white ceramic. I love the white ceramic Royal Oak, and obviously I will maybe never be able to afford that, but this is Not really a close second, but it's close. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go back home. I am going to film with this. I am going to probably brag on social media. I don't give a shit. And yeah, watch another one. There's going to be one video right here. Please watch it.